should build a robotic towel that, like, whenever he tries to wrap it around himself to cover himself up because he's ugly, he can't.
We should embarrass him in front of the entire world.
Yeah.
We're going to be like, oh, welcome to the Olympics.
It would be the most popular video on YouTube.
Slap him in the face.
You know what we should do? We should go on CNN and then bring Dustin and say we got a really good story, but really all we're going to do is push him and make him trip, and then we're going to say, nice trip. Got a nice fall. Oh, I know. We should make his zipper on his jacket particularly hard to close.
We should make some pants that don't zip up. But he thinks he does. So just so they'll be trying to zip up his pants,
And people will be looking at him all weird.
Sexual assault.
Yeah.
Trying to zip up his pants in front of kids.
Oh, no.
And then,
That's horrible.
and then he'll go to jail, and then he'll meet Prison Mike.
Okay. We should build a cannon and then shoot him out of the cannon, and then he lands in Austria, and he's like, oh, look, this is right next to Germany. It is in Germany. Wait, no, it's not. This is Austria. I'm confused. Geography.
Dude, we're going to replace every edible item in his house with plastic.
And then make it
Just come back, oh, I'm so hungry for this apple.
No, it's me. I've got a better idea. And then the only thing that is edible is this turlet. Should make a thunderstorm that only kills Dustin. And then lightning strikes on Dustin. And then it'll be plastic.
Put Choco Lax in everything he owns.
Even just like random stuff that he's not gonna eat. But then, because we replaced him with the plastic
baseball trophy. It's Choco Lax. He's only gonna go to his 10-year high school reunion, and everyone's like, dude, Dustin, where have you been? He's like, America, at Disney. And then he'll be like, oh, you work at Disney. Lame. And then they're totally gonna laugh at him, and then we're gonna be there to laugh too.
Or we should make him try to grow a mustache, and then he can't, and then we laugh at him, and then we laugh at him again, and then we give him a fake mustache just to demean him, because the fact that he can't grow a mustache is constantly driving him insane, and then we cut off his old mustache. I mean the fake one that we gave him. And then the mustache actually has arsenic in it, and he dies. Except that he comes back to life because it was fake arsenic, and then we give him real arsenic, and he dies again.
Get him on the Masters, and then you can lose to Tiger Woods, and then they could just be really funny.
It would be really hilarious because
Tiger Woods only has 18 girlfriends, and Dustin doesn't have any.
Dustin, did you hear about my 18 girlfriends? And Dustin's like, yeah, I wish I knew what girls were. All I see is them in Disney World trying to get to the fast line, and I'm like, oh no, you can't get to the fast line because you're attractive. Even though I don't know what attractiveness is because I'm Dustin and I've never been attractive in my life.
And then we're gonna make him live with pigs.
Or we could go to China and hire the president of China, even though he's not really a president, hire the president of China to give a giant speech announcing how Dustin was awarded their highest award of communism. And then because Dustin likes communism, he'll go over there and be like, oh, it's a communism award. Just kidding. Democracy.
So we're gonna go and steal all of his bills out of the mail.
Yeah.
And then he's totally gonna not have electricity or water.
Oh, yeah.
And he's gonna call, and we're gonna intercept that phone call, and we're gonna be like, yes, hello.
And then we tried to eat his chocolate.
Like, guys, what happened to my bills? I didn't get them. And we're like, oh yeah, it's too bad. It's because you're a killer of dreams.
And then we'll put carpet on his ceiling so he's not disoriented. And then he'll be like, why is there carpet on my ceiling? There's not supposed to be carpet on my floors. And then we'll staple a reindeer to his bed. Or we find out the food he really doesn't like, and then we give it to him.
Or we could get him one of those talking action figures, and other kids will push it and be like, we love you so much, save America. And then he'll touch it and be like, we hate you, Dustin.
We can buy him a ticket to Disney World, and then they'll be like, we should get people there who are like, oh sorry, you're too depressing, you can't come into Disney World. Or he could go to Italy, and he'd be discovering new pastas and things, and he'd be all excited because he's discovering new architecture and things.
And then he'd die.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. No, actually, no, but he's going to discover all this new architecture and things, and then we're just going to drive by on a double-decker bus and throw a potato on the window, and hit him in the face, and he'll be like, oh no, potato in my face.
Okay, I'm going to become president, and I'm going to outlaw the name Dustin, and then if anyone's named Dustin, they have to move. Know what else isn't fair? Cruising down the singer-rider liner when I'm trying to be awesome.
Or we should make him a decorative lanyard and hang it on his doorpost, and hate Dustin, honey.
No, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna give him an all-expense-paid trip to the beach. He's gonna have a great time. Until he goes down to the ocean, picks up a bottle with a message in it, it's gonna say, Dustin, we hate you.
Signed the world.
He's gonna go get a metal detector, and we're gonna bury like thousands of metal objects and say, Dustin, get alive, we hate you. And then while he's gone, we're totally gonna beat the record.
And then we're gonna beat him to death.
With those metal objects that
Or we can build him a robot that constantly follows him around and just gives him dirty looks. And it would have to be sophisticated. Maybe we should just give him dirty looks. But then the robot will be awake night and day to give him very more sophisticated dirty looks. And it'd be like really confusing dirty looks.
Okay, dude, I have a plan. We're totally gonna go and rob a bank and give him the stolen money and implant his DNA like everywhere because we stole it from him. Yes, we stole his DNA. And so they're gonna get caught, and they're gonna be like, well, this seems like a pretty easy trial. And then like another dead body is gonna turn up, and then he's like, oh, we murdered someone. And then they're totally gonna give him just like 40,000 years of prison.
Or we could feed him pudding until he gets really, really fat. And then we realize that he's no fatter than when he started, and then it's a hilarious misunderstanding. Then we make him his own TV show, except it's all about how bad he is, but he doesn't know that. So we give him secretive interviews, and he's like, oh, he complains about all his problems. Like he's like, oh no, this girl looked at me yesterday, and then she died. And then he's like talking to the camera, and then it turns out the whole thing has a laugh track playing in the background constantly. And then he's all depressed, and then he goes, and eventually he just ends up in Hollywood a drunkard.